Bluetooth headphones, I'm sure we've all tried them at least once. I've tried a couple and I've even reviewed some on the channel. And one of the things I find on most of them is either poor or average battery life. That seems to be a thing with earphones, and it's not surprising because the battery has to be pretty small in order to fit in the headphones. Otherwise, they would either be wired or you would have to carry some sort of charger with you. So normally you only get about 7 hours of battery life. I've had earphones that only have about 3 hours of music time. And then there's these. These are some Bluetooth headphones from Itechnic. And so far these have the best battery life on headphones that I've used. Let's talk about them for a little bit. So these headphones are wireless. Although each earphone is connected with a wire, they're wireless in terms of how you connect it to your phone. You don't need an actual cable to go into the headphone jack. You use Bluetooth. As we could see, these earphones have the little gummy that goes in your ear to make sure it doesn't fall off. And they also have the wing that goes on the upper part of your ear in case you're going to be working out, doing some exercises, or just a lot of movements and you don't want your earphones to fall out. These are great for that. And from my experience, they have not fallen off, they haven't moved, I haven't had to adjust them or anything, they fit well. And they do come with different sizes of earbuds and also some extra tips for the wing. I don't know what you call it, but the thing that goes on the upper part of your ear. In terms of quality, they feel good. They don't feel cheap at all. You don't hear any crackling or any noises that shouldn't be there. Everything is intact and it doesn't feel cheap. The cable is also flat. It's one of those that's not gonna tangle. And even though the cable isn't really supposed to tangle, it's not very long, it shouldn't tangle by any means. And one of the things I like about them is that when you have them around your neck like I do right now, you could just snap them together because they do have magnets on the back of the earbuds and they stick together. They're not gonna separate or anything, and they're pretty strong magnets too. Pretty cool. So now audio quality, arguably one of the two biggest things about earphones. If you guys have watched some previous headphone videos of mine, I'll tell you in every video that I love bass. Extra bass is my thing. So when I heard these, they don't sound bad at all. They sound pretty good. But compared to the ones I have tried, these have a little bit less bass. I kind of wish they had a little bit more. They're not bad by any means, and they sound pretty good. I would say the audio is very good up until around the 80% volume range. Once you get any higher than 80%, that's when they begin to struggle a little bit. I mean, first of all, you shouldn't be going that high unless you want to go deaf or something. You're gonna suffer some hearing loss. But if you do, there are probably better sounding earphones out there at super high volumes. But anything between 0 and 80, these are gonna be good for you. And they sound good, don't get me wrong. I just enjoy the extra bass. I've been spoiled by some earphones that have extra bass, so I'm just used to it. So looking back at a pair of wireless headphones I tried on back in like November, December, the WRZ headphones, these are very similar to that. However, the biggest difference is battery life. The WRZ headphones had about 5 to 7 hours of battery life, and then you had to charge them. These, on the other hand, the Itechnic headphones, I've been using them for the last couple days, maybe 2 hours a day. It's been a total of like 6 to 7 hours. And when I pair them to my phone, it says 90% remaining. That's incredible battery life right there. It says in the manual if you have them on standby, you'll have to charge them like every 3 months or something. But if you're using them, you might have to charge them once a week or something like that. But that's very good battery life. Once a week? Some other Bluetooth headphones I have from MoreKnow, they were actually in my top tech of February video. I have to charge them after every time I use them because the battery life only lasts about 3 hours. So this is some pretty good battery life right here. And it's one of their biggest selling points, the battery life. And I could confirm that it's pretty good. They also have a couple other features like noise cancelling. When I'm listening to music at high volumes, I can't hear anything from the outside. And to find out if someone else would hear my music, I put some music out loud and I covered the earphones and I couldn't hear anything either. So they're pretty good at noise cancelling. Nobody's gonna be hearing your music. If you're in a bus, running at a park or something, nobody's gonna hear your music. And you're not gonna hear anyone either. And it's also IPX4 resistant, which means that it's resistant to splashes, sweat. As long as you're not out in the rain for too long or you don't go swimming with them, you're gonna be fine. They're very good for working out because they're sweat proof. So for the price of $25, I would say this is a pretty good option because the battery life. The audio is good. Once again, I wish there would be more bass, but it's not bad at all. But the battery life is excellent. And if you consider those the two biggest points, I would definitely recommend these headphones. And I can't really think of another negative. I mean, the cable's good, the quality's good, the audio's good, the battery's good. For $25, I would say that's pretty good. So that's gonna be it for this video. Please make sure to leave a like, a comment down below, and consider subscribing if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.